Good evening. It's been a soggy start to the weekend today with rain making its way through the state this morning. Some of those showers have slowed down tonight, but we might not be out of the woods just yet. Thank you for joining us tonight at 6. I'm Brooke Buckner alongside meteorologist Simone Thomas. Simone, what's in store for the rest of tonight and even tomorrow?
So tonight we'll get a little bit of a break from the rain, but we are tracking the development of some dense fog. So if you have any early Sunday morning plans, that fog will likely impact any traveling, and then more rain is coming tomorrow. So here's another look at radar. The last of those showers over eastern Arkansas. As you look across the Little Rock metro, things are mainly quiet, still fairly cloudy out there, still very humid out there. And again, as we continue overnight, looking to maintain these overcast skies, as you see wind start to calm down as we get into the rest of the evening. That's going to kind of set us up for that fog to start developing. I'd say we could start seeing some fog developing in a few locations as early as 9 o'clock here in the metro, maybe after midnight, and that'll last through sunrise. So we'll be talking about what more of that rain is looking to come and how long it'll stick around in your 7-day outlook.
All right, thank you, Simone. Today's an exciting day for Razorback fans in Central Arkansas because the Hogs are making their yearly stop at Simmons Bank Arena to take on in-state rivals, the UCA Bears. Nick Luttrell is live at Simmons Bank Arena where the game wrapped up just a bit ago and the Hogs got the win over the Bears. Nick, can you give us a recap?
Yeah, Brooke, well, the Razorbacks did what they were supposed to do here in Simmons Bank Arena, 82-57 over UCA. Arkansas had 6 players in the double figures, a really big win coming off of a big win against Michigan on Tuesday. And really, this game was bigger than just the game that was being played. For UCA, it was a special one, getting to play in this arena against the Razorbacks, against a packed-out crowd at Simmons Bank Arena. Coach Schulman talked about that in the post-game press conference, just how special it was to have guys on his team who have grown up in this state to play against the team they probably always wanted to play against or play for, and that's the specialty of what this game means. And Arkansas, of course, has played this game every year in this arena, but it was a little bit of extra specialness, I should say, tonight as they took down UCA Arkansas against UCA. So a really fun one. We'll talk more about the stats and hear about what Coach Calipari had to say coming up a little bit later in sports. For now, reporting from Simmons Bank Arena, Nick Luttrell, THV 11 Sports.
Thank you, Nick. President-elect Donald Trump spent his Saturday at the 125th annual Army-Navy football game. He's attending the game with a host of prominent Republicans. Christian Benavida shows us, joining him as his vice president-elect and one of his more controversial cabinet picks.
President-elect Donald Trump and some of his closest political allies attended the Army-Navy football game in Maryland.
That's really great. I think a president should always show up for this game, no matter what party they are.
We're glad to have the president-elect in the House. You know, we may not all agree with everything, but it's good that he's coming to support America's game just like we are.
The president-elect watched the action on the field alongside House Speaker Mike Johnson and Vice President-elect J.D. Vance. Also there, embattled Pentagon pick Pete Hegseth, who faces allegations of inappropriate past behavior, which he denies. The transition team released a statement of support from GOP senators for Tulsi Gabbard, Trump's pick for Director of National Intelligence. Gabbard and several other Trump nominees met with lawmakers this week. Outside the stadium in Landover, fans expressed their hopes for the second Trump administration.
We should have the economy be strong and we should be safe. And we should embrace immigration. It should be legal immigration.
Saturday, the president-elect named IBM executive Troy Edgar as his choice for Deputy Secretary of Homeland Security. And Trump tapped Devin Nunes, who heads his Truth social media platform, to serve as chairman of the President's Intelligence Advisory Board. Christian Benavides, CBS News.
Sticking in D.C., Senator John Boozman with an update on negotiations for the Farm Bill extension. Last week, Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders joined other state governors asking for a new bill instead of extending the current one. In the statement today, Boozman says the Republican leaders proposed a $12 billion aid package for farmers, which was rejected. He goes on to say different GOP leaders will oppose any spending package that does not provide meaningful assistance to our farmers. The holidays are a time for many things, but one of the most visible are the festive decorations we see all around us. For some families, the most iconic of these, the Christmas tree, isn't necessarily a given. THV 11's Carter Thweet shows us how one Benton business is aiming to change that.
We feel so embraced by the community. It's been amazing.
Liz Miller Galvin didn't know if she'd ever have the chance to move back to her home state of Arkansas. Then this past May, she was offered the chance to own a business that's been serving Benton and the surrounding area for quite some time.
Another Season Home and Garden, formerly known as Cox Family Garden, has been a beloved Benton staple for over 30 years.
Another Season sells all kinds of things, from exotic plants Miller Galvin says are tough to find elsewhere, to classic garden vegetables in the spring. And at this time of year,
we've decided to offer something very special to the community this season. We are going to give away fresh cut Oregon Christmas trees.
80 of them to be exact. Starting the week before Christmas, people can come in and take one of the various sizes of Christmas trees Another Season has to offer.
As someone who grew up in Arkansas with pretty limited resources and later became a single mother of 3, I understand firsthand the challenges that folks can face, and especially at the holiday time.
Which is why Another Season wants to use some of their extra inventory to help fill that gap. There's no judgment and no questions asked. The only rule, if you need one, take one.
If you feel like you need a little holiday cheer, you come in, just see us during our normal business hours, and we'll happily send you home with a Christmas tree so you can maybe make your loved ones, put a smile on your loved ones' faces.
In Benton, Carter Thweet, THV 11 News.
Thanks, Carter. If you need a tree for the holiday season, or if there was something else in their selection that caught your eye, the address and hours of Another Season Home and Garden can be found on our website, thv11.com. Despite the rain today, volunteers with Wreaths Across America were out in Little Rock laying wreaths on the graves of fallen veterans. Hundreds of people showed up to the Little Rock National Cemetery to help honor and remember those who died. The organization lays more than 2 million wreaths, and organizers here in Little Rock say the weather today actually helped show how meaningful their work is.
It just says a lot about the American spirit and the character of people, that they know that it's important to remember those who have given so much for our freedoms, and that this rain, while it's miserable and it's cold, is nothing compared to what many of these veterans endured in their service.
The group is still looking for more wreaths to make sure everyone is honored. They told us they had about 9,000 wreaths, enough for just 1/3 of the veterans buried in Little Rock. The wreaths will stay on the graves until they're collected in another ceremony on January 18th.